Well, we don't have typical caster today. Instead, Coach Shaq filling in, hopefully to do a subpar casting of Luis's job. But Zero starting out right now with a kill onto Hexy. I don't fully know the names of Quartz Hill, so gonna be learning them as we go. But it is immediately traded. We do see Quartz Hill now slowly rotating off of this A site after the first engagement. Two players from Bosco Tech also rotating over, playing in this back garage area. One going to C and Omen staying on B.
Turret out.
Quartz Hill playing it a bit slow here. Seeing what they want to do. We do have a match today of Quartz Hill versus Bosco Tech for the lower bracket finals of Division 1 in VHEL. So whoever wins this game will move on to the grand finals next week. And there's going to be a kill from NB1 onto Killjoy. Shots coming in also from Seiso in this garage area, and it's going to be Jet pushing up, but she meets the Deagle of Seiso, but a trade over there from ISO onto Seiso, and there's a 2 and a 3 kills for ISO. Now in a 2v1 is Quartz, and they find the round. ISO with a crazy 4K in that garage area to give Quartz Hill the early round win. Just what a wild performance from him. Here we do have Zero. Dashboard. Gets one kill onto the ISO. Great kill from him. And now on this backline is both... Actually, no, it's the whole team of Bosco. Sorry, I was not looking at the map. I was purely looking at who we were watching. So it is going to be a full team rush into the B window from Bosco. But that does leave the site open for Quartz Hill to get on and plant. And that's going to be 2 kills the way of Quartz is Sova with that Guardian in hand. And now they are not aware for this flank from Hunter. And there's going to be 1 kill for Hunter, 2 kills for Hunter, and another one going the way of Renan, the Omen from Quartz Hill, and it is 2 rounds to nothing. Quartz Hill.
Let's fly.
Early kill from Quartz Hill as they do push up onto the C site. It's been a bit of different site hits for Quartz Hill. First they tried A, had that little slow play into the clear out of garage from Quartz Hill's ISO. Next they hit A with Bosco Tech hitting a fast flank. In this round they do vote to go C with an early kill onto Daniel Duke. There's a flash in. Zero now moving up trying to find something. He does find one. There's turret down as well as a kill. There's another kill from Atomic Logo with the breach utility, but it's going to be the ISO once again finding a headshot onto Zero, and now it is Seiso versus ISO who can find the kills, and it's going to be Seiso, but when he comes out of this, oh, he finds another one after he comes out.
Concentrate, Sova.
But not able to get the defuse. ISO just doing enough to waste enough time to get the round win, but still an impressive performance from Seiso as he finds the 2 kills coming out of that ISO ult. Great for the economy for Bosco Tech as that was the bonus round for Quartz. So in order to get some nice kills there and get rid of some of the guns, force them to spend a little bit more money this round. But Bosco not in a great spot. Observer, can we get a tap hold? Now we do see Deagles across the board for Bosco, guns across the board for Quartz Hill. Well. ISO leading the way 6 and 2 performance, and it's going to be full shields and guns. What can they do with it? And it's going to be a default push towards this A site. Bosco still set up in their normal 2-2-1. ISO does get seen on Bolt, gets his own destroyed. Bit of a slow push here from Quartz Hill. They are going to use this drone. Make sure you clear your corners with that drone. But I don't know if it got fully out of smoke. I don't think they were able to get enough vision. So Quartz Hill just going to back up away from this jet now. Slowly pushing up onto this B site. Bosco, do they read this? We have NB1 here with Deagle ready, but there's going to be Zero who falls. NB1 not able to find the headshot, but Atomic Logo does! And that's going to be an instant 1-for-1 trade right there. Recon bolt out, not enough there. Stun in from the breach. What can Bosco do to come off of this? Blind in from NB1 as well, but there's just not going to be enough engaged, but Daniel Duke does find one. ISO now, biggest one to worry about. And a great util usage out of the breach there to stop the plant. And there's going to be a kill for Atomic Logo with the util. But what can happen here? And it's going to be ISO again with another 3K to win the round for Quartz Hill. Just every time you think Bosco has it, if they leave that ISO alive, Mr. Vesper Olympe? Anyway, Vesper just doing everything right now to bring his team up 4-0 against Bosco. Dude, what a crazy 2 rounds removed. That intro round and then that round, just wild. I thought both of those rounds were locks for Bosco, and then Vesper appears. There's going to be Say-So once again getting seen on the recon bolt, not able to destroy it in time. Smokes out for Quartz Hill. Onto Heaven. Say-So working his way up to Heaven, going to be greeted with a smoke, and there's going to be 2 smokes on site, and it's going to be a quick entry. They are on A and expect this bomb to go down and go down fast. KJ now starting to rotate off C, NB1 and 0 starting to rotate off B point, and now the whole team of Bosco is here. What can they do? Say-So uses ult, but not able to find much other than a tiny little bit of damage with it. They do see the Sova go off, so they know at least 1 is Hell, but they do not know that 3 of them are Hell. 0 now in his own smoke. What can he find? And it's a whole lot of nothing as a flawless round goes the way of Quartz Hill. It was a nice entry, but I think he was just in that smoke for a little bit too long. And that is going to be an ult usage out of Bosco. Timeout now. Coach Solange wanting to talk this over. Oh, sorry for the yawn. Wanting to talk this over just a little bit with the team. Try and get them to cool their heads a little bit. See what they can do to start getting a couple rounds on the board. I mean, the last time Bosco did play a match, I think it was last week, they were down 5-11 and stormed their way back to a 13-11 win. Crazy composure out of them. So we have seen them do it before. I mean, they're down 5-0. Not the best spot you want to be in, especially being on defense. But I do feel like these 3-site maps are a little attack heavy just because you do have to defend a lot more rather than just doing like a 2-3 split. You do kind of have to leave somebody on an island. So bit of attack favored map is Haven, and that's going to be Quartz Hill on that first. And you can see, I mean, this easily could be a 2-3 game, possibly even a lead for Bosco if Vesper just isn't able to clutch up 2 of those rounds with the 4-kill first round and then that 3K at the end of 2 rounds ago. So Vesper just doing the Lord's work right there for Quartz Hill. We had the tab hold. Tommy tap. We do see Vesper 10-2, Zexy 5-3. I think the Hunter was also 5-3, but here's going to be 0 using the jet ult. He is in window. What can he find? And it's 1 kill onto Zexy, but they know he's there. They are ready and waiting for him to hop out of this window, and he does get the burn of the ISO shield, but not going to do much, and it's Say-So all by his lonesome in the corner. Swing from the whole team, and it's a 1-for-4 trade and a round over the Quartz Hill. Not the round that Bosco wanted, but let's see what they can do here now with hopefully some guns on the board, I think, for the whole team. Yep, we do have guns and shields across the board for both teams. Bosco needs a round here so that they can burn some of this econ that Quartz Hill has just been burning up. I think they need 2 rounds, honestly, to kind of get this back into a more manageable spot. And it's going to be an Odin from Zexy. Odin Merchant Zexy, bringing it out. I don't know if he's an Odin Merchant, that's just what I call anybody who uses an Odin. And there's going to be a nice recon bolt destroy from 0. But it's going to be another B push. B push from Quartz as they did the last round. KJ slow walking up on the site. Can she find? And there's not going to be a single person of Bosco actually on this B site. Shot card out. Smokes on both doors. Site is open for the taking, and there's a KJ alarm bot. Very quickly dispersed of by Suki. We do have the Jet for Quartz Hill over on the C site, possibly going to get into a fight with the KJ, and there is the first kill in the entry. Now look for Quartz Hill to kind of go through this garage and start moving over towards C with that entry kill. Zero on a nice flank finds one. I don't think he knows that there's another player below him. Renan, did he DC? Because he is not moving at all, and oh my goodness.
I have the spike.
And he kills Zero.
30
I thought he
seconds
DC'd for a second, and he kills Zero. Zero just hops out a window and just never sees him covered by the gun as he's jumping out a window. And it's going to be 2 players left, both the Omen and the ISO. ISO, though, not going to get hit by this breach ult, but it is going to be Seiso who finds 1 and finds 2. And that is the first round that Bosco desperately needed here. 13 and 3 for Vesper, Seiso 8 and 5, 0, 6 and 7, Atomic Logo 3 and 6, NB 1 and Daniel Duke both 1 and 7 performances. Not what you want to see out of them, as their playoff hopes and dreams lie on this best of 3 series today. Vesper does not want to go home. He wants to play in that grand finals next week.
Placing sentry.
Hunter now, slowly playing up to Seiso. Is he going to be ready for this? Ooh, big steps, and they know they're there. There's Zero with the first kill, but there's Vesper, who I thought was going to get that trade, but no, Seiso does not allow it as he finds a couple himself. And it's an early hole for Quartz Hill, 5v2. As they are just going to rotate off-site, bomb in hand of Zexy.
Standing ahead.
What entry can they find? Bit of a recon pull out towards the B site. Not going to find anything because there are no members of Bosco here. So, bit of site surrounded for Bosco. Just kind of hovering towards this B0, moving up towards a long.
30
Zexy
seconds
just checking
left.
every corner possible, and it's going to be Seiso up in the window. Gets some damage out, but also takes a little bit. It's only a bullet into Zexy. Daniel Duke now on C long. What can he find? Can he find a kill on the other KJ? Yes, he can. Can he find 2? And he does! KJ on KJ violence, and then immediately finding the head of the Sova, and that's 2 rounds to Bosco. And what I say, 2 rounds just to kind of chew into this econ is really important for Bosco. We can get a little snapshot, and there you have it. If they're able to find 1 more round here, that completely flips econ on its head for Bosco and Quartz Hill. This is the last round of, I think, guns for a couple of Quartz Hill, but Bosco, even if they lose this round, still able to buy guns and full shields out. Really good 2 rounds of Bosco there. That timeout was really important. Even after losing the round immediately after the timeout, I mean, you didn't have guns, so you kind of expected it. But here's going to be Hunter. The reason he did not buy a gun is because he has the Jet ult. Can he find anything? No, he can't, and it's Daniel Duke who's going to kill Hunter as Hunter dashes on the site. But there's going to be the ISO ult onto the KJ. Can Daniel Duke find the kill? No, he can't. And there's going to be site access for Quartz Hill. Bomb going down. KJ has planted. KJ with an ult and Omen with an ult as well. So KJ can play this offsite and kind of just lock down the bomb defusal. There's going to be a kill for NB1 immediately traded by the Omen of Quartz Hill. Zero now slowly walking towards this garage window, but it's going to be 2 players from Bosco pushing up onto the CT side of C, and it's a kill for Zero. It's a kill for Seiso. Last player standing is going to be Zexy, but he can't find it as Zero. Gets a 3rd round for Bosco onto the board. 3-6. Big flip for Bosco here.
Oh, was that important? is gonna be fun.
Sorry, just had to check something really quick. Vesper though, open and kill, or quartz. And it's going to be fast push onto this A site. There's going to be the dash from Hunter, but he's going to be shut down by Seiso. Seiso with his wall and shield, able to find a kill, but Seiso also finds another one on the Omen. So a very good 2 kills there from Seiso to kind of even it up. But it's going to be a kill onto NB1 from Suki. Nice flash coming out there from Atomic Logo. It's only down to Daniel Duke, and he's going to fall at the hand of Zexy. A nice round from Quartz Hill to stop the bleeding. 7-3 now for Quartz Hill. Only 2 rounds to go in this half. I really think Bosco needs these 2 rounds going into half. Unless you want to just let him win and have the 9-3 curse, you know? Either Bosco needs both, or Bosco needs to just let them have both. I don't want an 8-4. 8-4 doesn't make me confident. More confident in a 9-3 turnaround than an 8-4 turnaround. And here we do have the Sova Zexy just making a little noise towards this B garage, seeing that if they can bait some of Bosco off at A site, but Bosco is not biting onto that very slow play. Out of Quartz Hill here. Smoke down onto A heaven and smoke down onto A door, and I feel like they do know it's an A hit now. Vesper, what can he do? He has been the player for Quartz Hill. Zexy though, just playing alert, just kind of hiding in this garage. Might be able to catch somebody out, and that's going to be a kill for Vesper onto Seiso up in the window, and it's going to be a full rotate from NB1 and 0, but they're not ready for Zexy to be behind them on this flank. They have no idea.
You should run.
And Zexy, just kind of waiting here.
Neutralized. My
He
ult
finds
is ready.
NB1. Now they do get a player detained, but there's also the other KJ ult that did counter ours. And now it's a 3v5 for Bosco. And 0 just going to be taken down by Suki up the window. I'll jump in, and there's going to be Daniel Duke who also falls. Now it's all up to Atomic Logo. Can he find just at least even like a little econ kills? Oh, he finds 1. Can he find 2? He does find 2. 2 big kills on the Vesper and Zexy to try and get this last round after the bomb goes off.
Last round in the half.
Last round before half. Can Bosco just get a little bit closer and get this 4th round on the board for them? It's gonna be a C push.
Deploying drone.
They pushed A, I think, the last 3-4 rounds. Now we see them drone out the C site. Nobody home. Not gonna get vision of anybody, and they're just gonna slowly back up here. Not quite wanting to commit fully onto anything yet. Hunter just slowly walking up the C site. What are they not? 0 now breaks out the ult. 2 more ults possible. Or Bosco, both Seiso and Omen, but also Seiso, but also the same ults for Quartz Hill over on that side, and there's going to be the first kill onto 0 on B site. And while they may be worried about this, Quartz Hill is going to get onto C. They're going to start planning here. Oh my God! What a shot through the smoke from Suki, just guessing.
Spike down, C.
KJ guesses right.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
NB1 though. Not gonna find another.
Last
He's
player
taken down by
standing.
Vesper, and there's going to be the Odin of Hunter cutting down Daniel Dude. And Atomic Logo not able to find a kill. And there you have it.
You and me.
9-3 going into the next half.
Switching sides.
Bosco, I mean, through all iterations of Bosco's rosters, they have always been an attack team. They've always played a lot better on attack than they have on defense, and that's been true for the last 3 years. So that coinciding with a more attack-sided map of Haven, kind of hopeful here for Bosco to just rattle off a couple of rounds quickly. There's going to be a quick stun and a quick engage from Bosco on the C site. KJ though just camping in the corner. They don't see her behind the box. They don't know she's there. But NB1 still finds the kill, and that's going to be all members of
Spike
Bosco on the
planted.
C site, but a quick flank from Hunter. I don't know if any of them are watching this. Vesper now, what can he do? We saw him get the 4K last round with the pistol. Can he get another one? He finds one. Zexy though
Enemy remaining.
finds two. Hunter also gets one. Atomic Logo not quite ready for Hunter to be on his backside. Oh, finds one. What can he do? Find two, but not able to find the third himself. As Zexy finds two, Hunter finds one on the flank, and that's going to be round over to Quartz Hill. They just edge out another pistol round once again.
They think they know pain. They can't begin to comprehend it.
Turret out.
Stay safe.
There's going to be Vesper. Immediate kill on the zero. Bulldog. But Atomic Logo
One
finds one.
enemy
Seiso finds one.
remaining.
But Hunter finds three with a Bucky. NB1 now just running for his life. The Bucky of Hunter. Just chasing him. 1v2. Oh. And NB1 tries to get some util out, tries to get a blind, but Hunter just sprinting it with a Bucky.
Who are we to disobey?
19 and 8 for Vesper, 16 and 8 for Hunter. Zexy 13 and 9. 3 members of Quartz Hill positive, only 1 member of Bosco positive.
Placing sentry.
And let's see what the call is this round. Good stun into garage. Are they gonna check this corner though for the Bucky? No, they're not! And it's gonna be Hunter with another Bucky kill.
One enemy
Suki
remaining.
also finds 3! Gets a headshot on the Seiso, and that's gonna be cleaned up by Vesper. Just, I mean, it's just a good game from Quartz. Like you
Match point.
can't fault it.
Let's close.
You
this
can't
out.
fault it.
Gun here.
Just a great game from Quartz. This game one. And Bosco needs to be perfect now. You cannot mess up a single bit.
Turret out. Watch this.
Hunter finds one. Vesper finds one. Suki and Seiso just having a smoke battle. Oscar just trying to find a pick. Not even gonna find any, and say so immediately finds one.
Deploying drone.
But it's gonna be a quick rotate here from Quartz. ISO, Jet, and Omen are all there. And now it's left up to Zero and Atomic Logo. What can Zero find here? He finds one. The Hunter and his op though on the flank, but they're gonna rotate back to C. Zero now. Slowly getting onto the B site. Good flash out there from Atomic as they are going to get bombed down.
30 seconds left. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Nice great kill there from Zero. Can he find the final? No, he can't, and that's gonna be game one over to Quartz Hill. Just a good game. Just a good game from Quartz. You can't say anything about it other than a good game from Quartz. A few rounds early that I think kinda got the morale low for Bosco with the 3K and the 4K from Vesper. Just crazy clutch rounds that should have gone Bosco's way, but ended up not just because Vesper decided he wanted to win that more. We can see some final statistics: 19 and 10 from Hunter, 22 and 9 from Vesper. Just great damage across the board. Good econ for Vesper, just making sure he uses that gun to the most of his ability. Only 5 first bloods from Bosco, 6 from Hunter, and 3 from Vesper. I mean, when they're constantly getting those first bloods, that's just going to be hard to really get yourself back into those rounds. So that is game 1 over to Quartz Hill. And while the teams take a little break, talk it over, and then start getting into map 2, we will come back with you. So we will be right back for game 2. And we're back. My water? Tommy, you toss me my water? And we are loaded into good old Lotus, another 3-site map, heavily favored for attack. I do believe it is Bosco Tech on attack first. Bit of a lineup change for both teams. We now have an ISO, they don't. They are running Breach, Teho, Omen, Cypher, and Raze. We are running Omen, Cypher, Raze, ISO, Teho. So the only big changes here is the ISO and Breach. So a bit more duelist presence from us and a bit less duelist presence from them as they are running only one.
Show me a target.
In here. You see Bosco just slow walking on C. You did see all 4 players of Quartz Hill hit A main. A main is one of the most contested spots on this map. You will see fights there almost every single round, whether it's util or like full-on fights. So you did see all 5 members of Quartz Hill kind of just rush it, see if they could find some kills. But Bosco opted for going to C first. And there's going to be 1 kill from Zero, but 2 kills immediately following from Quartz Hill. Vesper. No damage he can do, and there's going to be Hunter with a kill. And it's going to be a 1v4 for Bosco now, as Teho is also going to fall. Just a great site retake from Quartz. Bosco down 1-0 early. Now, once again, we do see 4 members of Quartz Hill just right over onto this A main. They're going to break wall quickly, and they're going to go right through. But Bosco, pushing onto the B site. Did those Teho rockets just destroy that wall immediately? I didn't realize that. There's going to be a nade kill from Hunter, but Zero going to find a kill on the Vesper. Immediately traded by Zexy as he finds 2, Suki finding 1 more. And once again, it is Atomic Logo in a 1v4 situation. And it's just going to be a peek and a spray from Zexy as he finds yet another Bosco down 2-0. It does seem to be the same thing that this Teho, I think, is going to do this every round. He just sits by that broken door, puts out a couple rockets to instantly break the door so you don't have to do much else. Bosco, though, just slow play in the A site. Breach using some util C, like he did spot. So, maybe a little bit. Zero with a nice kill. First blood for Bosco, but it's going to be immediately traded by Vesper, but Zero finding yet another nades out, pushing on the site. Teso also going to find one on the Suki, and it's a 2v4 situation for Quartz, but we have seen them win these before. 100% Gets a kill on the Seiso.
Spike planted.
Throwing the nade out. That's Daniel Duke who's going to get caught by that nade, and he's going to die, and it's already down to a 2v2 for Quartz Hill. Like I said, we've seen him lose this before. It can turn very quickly for Quartz Hill, as there's going to be a kill for Atomic Logo. Zexy finds him. Can Zexy find the other one? He does, as Zero hits the headshot, but it's not enough, as it's only with a classic. Zexy lives with 47 HP. Gets the defusal. Quartz Hill up 3-0.
They can run or get run over.
Great start from Quartz Hill. If you're Quartz and you're on defense here, this is exactly the start you wanted. What is this new squeak toy thing, bro? What is that?
All missiles away.
I will say that missile instantly breaking that door is... I feel like that should get patched, you know? Okay. Even Raze's nade doesn't break it in one explosion.
Grenade!
And it's going to be a bit of a high nade there from Zero, as he is not going to be able to find it through that door, and it's going to be Vesper just playing in the same spot that he always plays, but he finds another kill. Daniel Duke going to be the one to try and fight him and get him out of this door, and in the smoke is Hunter, as he's going to come out, find 3, and Vesper picks up the last one. Flawless round from Quartz Hill. Bosco kind of in shambles right now. I don't think they know what they want to do each round. Bosco bit of an econ hole, as they were last round, or last game. Only got Sheriffs and Ghosts out here. See if they can find anything.
Here comes the party! Buckle up.
It's gonna be a Hunter ult, finds 2, both on the Zero and Atomic Logo, traded by Seiso, and they are committing to the C-side. It's gonna be a blind out for Zexy as he finds 1. Not able to find a second, but it's a second blind as he's going for more. Seiso, though, playing behind that hill, does get the trade. 2v3 for Bosco, but Suki gonna kill Seiso, and now it is all up to Daniel Duke, and he's going to fall 5 rounds in a row to Quartz Hill. Quartz Hill starting to run away with this match. And there it is, the round 5 timeout once again from Cilantro. Need to get the players' beds back into this game. Quartz Hill feeling very confident right now. And I mean, if I'm them, I don't change a thing. I just keep sprinting at them, just keep fighting. Like, you're winning these gunfights. At the end of the day, that's like what you need to do to win. Like, yeah, you can have some strategy, you can have some good calls, but gotta hit your shots, and Quartz Hill seems to be hitting all of their shots today. Did he get a tab hold during this timeout? Quick update, Hunter 10-2, Vesper 5-2, Zexy 6-1, Suki 4-2, Omen Renano, something like that. 0-1. 0, 4, and 5, Seiso 3 and 5, Atomic Logo 1 and 5, Daniel Duke and Epi 1, both 0 and 5. Oscar, though, does have guns this round. And like I said last time, when they were down 5, they need to get around here. They need to get 2 rounds here. If they lose this, they are going to be in a hole that I don't know if it will be possible to climb out of in this half.
It's you and me.
One suppressed.
And a nice kill from Zero there. First blood over the Bosco. Do they check this corner though? NB1 does, but he gets shot as he's slow walking. There's going to be 2 kills for Vesper. Again, Zero though, he does find the trade. Daniel Duke also finds one over towards the B side, but Suki going to knock down Seiso to even it back up. And it's 1.5 V2, actually 1.1 V2, as Daniel Duke is now down to 6 HP. Not much he can do, I think, to really help Zero out here. Zero, if he can get around this wall before he gets seen from heaven, does find Suki. Daniel Duke using a great ult though, as they do get the final location of this player.
Bomb buddy out.
Zero now, I think, just needs to
One
play for
enemy
this.
remaining.
My ult's ready.
Actually gonna get the kill onto Daniel.
Blinding.
Might be a bit of a wasted ult there for Zero, especially if they do not win this round.
Trevor. Shut up and let me.
Zero though finds the kill. Not a lot of HP remaining, but he does find the kill and they find the round. Bosco, that's one. That is one towards the two that you need. Not able to get full shields across the board for Bosco though. And it is going to be Hunter with an op. Going out to C side though, not towards A main. So op towards C. Like 3 players of Bosco not able to buy full shields, so. While they do have guns, they don't have the utmost HP. Staso's got to be careful here. If he peeks this angle, I do think he's going to fall to this op of Hunter. And it's going to be good damage into Rena. But like I said, Staso peeks the op and falls. Now I think they need to kind of just force this A site. You already got damage into the one player that's on A site. Tejo still playing over towards the store. He finally breaks it with his missiles? Missile silos? What is it? Yeah, missiles. Something like that. I forgot what the ability's called. Missile salvos, something like that. Zero, able to find a kill. But it's gonna be an insane ult from Zexy as they're pushing out.
Spike down A.
In a weird round ending. I mean, didn't see much, but Fortail with the round win. Just a crazy ult right as they decide to peek out of tree right there. I mean, it's just a good ult from Zexy. Hunter gets that initial kill on the Staso. They get some damage. They do find the kill onto the Quartz Hill Omen, but just not able to do much with it. Hunter, I still believe, has the op. I think they only killed one that round. Tab. Thank you. And Bosco, only one player with a gun, and that is going to be Zero. And he's dead. Hunter just having his way this map. Kind of took a backseat to the ISO last map, but just doing what he can. Suki gonna kill Staso as he's pressed up into Hunter though, trying to kill that op.
One enemy remaining.
And Hunter falls. But so does NB1. Suki coming alive. Helping out the team, grabbing that op. That will be back in the hands of Hunter very quickly. And it's 7-1 Quartz Hill. Bosco just kind of came out flat today. They're not looking like the Bosco that we have seen before.
Let's flush them out.
Hunter playing this A site with this op though, and they do see that it's him, so they know that that op is there. Still kind of pressing over to Seiso, making a lot of noise. There's gonna be a whiff, but Vesper able to find a kill on the Daniel Duke. And now they did leave bomb. Seiso, what can he do? And the players are just retreating off of C site. I mean, 2 trips are down. What can Bosco do? Checking every corner possible. There's gonna be a nice trip kill from there. Zexy able to see him through the wall, finds another one onto Atomic Logo. NB1 gonna also possibly fall. Yep. and now it's only 0 left.
30 seconds left.
What can he do? And it's not much, as Nexi's gonna pull out the shorty and finish the job, hopping over the wall, getting the kill onto 0. 8-1, Quartz Hill just running away with map 2. It is do or die for Bosco. Hard to say that before half ends, but you need, I think you need all 3 of these rounds if you want any hope of trying to stop this Quartz Hill team on attack. Especially with a 3-site map, like being able to run, put a lot more pressure on you, and you're a bit more spread out on defense. Quartz Hill just having a masterclass in defense right now.
Focusing.
Honestly, I'd like to see Bosco hit a site a little bit faster. Like, they keep playing slow, they keep letting Quartz Hill get information, move around how they want. And there's a lot of util now from Quartz Hill coming out, and Omen gonna find a kill on the Daniel Duke. Vesper now opening door. What can he find? He finds 1, finds 2, and there's everybody dead for Bosco as they're just collapsed on. I think they're moving too slow. Like, they're slow walking all over the map. I think they need to just commit to something. They need to hit it hard. They need to catch Quartz a little bit more spread out. Like, the slower they hit, the more Quartz Hill is just rotating around the map and suffocating them. I want to see Bosco hit something hard. Zero really the only one able to find any type of shot this map. And it's gonna be a hard hit.
You and me.
ISO does grab Vesper. Does find the kill onto Vesper. That's a big kill to get onto the safe site. That's going to be a quick entry onto A. They don't know this Omen's in the smoke though. Yeah, Say-So though, able to shoot him in the back. And now it's a 4v1. Bosco looking to get their second round on the board here. Player does fall drop, finds one, not able to find another as they are cut down by Atomic Logo into the second round over Bosco.
Last round before the switch.
Last round and they need it.
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
Here comes the party.
And now we do have ult coming out for Hunter, as they are trying to play defense onto the safe side. Suki gonna find a kill onto 0, and that is the main gun for Bosco dead, as well as Say-So finding the trade. But NB1 finds another, and now it's an even 3v3, but Dexy gonna find all 3. And that's half. Quartz Hill go into attack up 10-2. Nade out for 0. Like I said, the A main fight's gonna be a big one, like especially on defense, and it immediately pushes them off. Quartz Hill doing a hard rotate over towards C. Very fast, very aggressive. I don't think they're gonna slow down much. Yep, there's gonna be the information that all of them are there. Cypher getting all that information, but he's stunned, he's naded, and he's about to fall. Hunter gets the intro kill. Suki gets the second. Bosco down to a 3v5.
Spike planted.
They are seen and suppressed. NB1 doing his dance.
Last
Doing a
player
dance with the
standing.
Raisin Hunter. Gonna find the kill.
Flawless.
Zero not able to find one other. Flawless round from Quartz Hill. Up 11-2. Now they're gonna have guns. Bosco, do they buy up this round or do they play for the next? They are buying up this round, trying to stop it early. Stop that econ growth as quick as possible. Oh, and it's gonna be a big fight to see. It's gonna be a big fight to see. We have Guardians, we have a single Vandal, and a Judge on the side of Quartz. And then we have 3 Stingers, a Spectre, and a Deagle on the side of Bosco. Who comes out of this alive? It is a hard fight, it is a flash out. What can they do? There is some damage. Stuns now coming in. The Omen for Quartz Hill is weak, but there's a lot of vulnerable, there's a lot of suppressed. Say so, what can he find? Walls out, they do see a lot of them with drone. Nade coming in for Hunter as he's sitting in the corner with his Judge. What can he find? And it's not going to be much so far. Do they rotate off? Quartz Hill still sitting here. Bosco still pressed up onto the C site. What can Hunter find? He finds one. Not able to find a second. Zero. Able to get that trade, but Vesper finds one on the Say so. Getting shots on the MB, but Zero able to find him. Suki gets a kill on the Daniel. Do go towards the B site.
Team Ace.
And it's gonna be Quartz Hill who comes out ahead. Team Ace
Match
for
point.
them. Zexy, what a performance. 23-4 match point, and Bosco is in the econ hole for match point. It's not looking great. I did like the play call. It started out good. Like, it was a good play call. Just the fight's not going our way. All day today, the fights have not gone our way. And by our, I mean Bosco. I try to be as impartial as possible, but you know. It's gonna be a hard push up B site.
Tripwire destroyed.
All of course on the C. Bomb going down quick. Tripwire on the bomb. And Daniel Duke gonna fall once again. Flash out now, and it's gonna be a hard fight. Oh, but 2 go the way of 0. Zexy able to find 1. Can he find 2? He can, but he's traded by Atomic Logo. Hunter able to find a kill on the 0. What can Vesper do? It's just Atomic Logo left. What can he do? And it's nothing, as Vesper is gonna get the 1 tap in the head, and that's going to be it on the 2025 spring season of Bosco Tech. VHEL Division 1 Valorant, we finish in 3rd place. Just great games from Quartz Hill. GG's to them. GG's to BISD Elite, who we lost to first round of the playoffs and regular season. Just 2 great teams that I feel like are going to give a really good show next week for the grand finals. So if VHEL throws up a stream for that, make sure you guys check that out, because Quartz Hill is looking very good, especially after that game. And PISD is also a very, very good team. Bosco just not able to get it done today. A few gunfights that just weren't going our way, and it just seemed to compound after that and just kind of snowball into a position that Bosco did not want to be in. But not able to get it done. We finished with a 3rd place finish on the 2025 spring season, and kind of wrapping up most of our esports for the season. We do have on Monday the championship match of Division 1 Rainbow Six. Bosco back in the championship match last year after losing to CBC. They do have the winner's bracket advantage this year against CBC again. We did beat them earlier in the season, so it should be a good match on Monday. 2 best of 3s, or if CBC pushes it, all Bosco has to do is win a best of 3, and they will be crowned champions. And then Super Smash Bros. Crew Battles, also still currently alive in the HSCL season. They are currently playing over in the Switch room right now. I do not quite know what their score update is, but hopefully they're able to come away with a win and push their playoff dreams over to next week as well. So we will see you on Monday for Rainbow Six, and thank you everybody who tuned in, especially for Valorant all year. Some ups, some downs. Looking a little promising, hopefully, for next year. Maybe we can round out some of the last couple of slots of that roster, get a little more practice and get some of the gun skill just up a little bit over the summer break, and we will see you next time. Thank you very much.